Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Otago career mode. Yes, you read it there. We are in last in the 20 over trophy. We haven't been at our best this season. Just been a couple steps down from our glorious campaign from last season. So we could finish ahead of a few teams, but Auckland play Central Districts in their final game for both sides, and one of them should pass us unless we get a washed out game somehow. So just to show you some of these matches as well. So New Zealand, Foxcroft got 102, batted quite well in that game, and yeah. So we'll show you some of these results, shall we? You guys, of course, were here for when we lost our double header to Central Districts. It hasn't been too much better. 154 for 8 Canterbury posted. The bowling was okay. Like Brady 1 for 25, 2 for 21 for Hall, 2 for 31 for Bickerton. But it's just the batting this season's let us down. Aswood 36 and 30 for Taylor. 3 for 8 for Baker. 2 fizz for Davey, Johnson and Johnson. And it was a good performance there for the Canterbury side. And Auckland narrowly beat us by 8 runs. So 173 for 9. Chapman 74 49 was the mainstay. 8 fours 1 6. 3 for 20 for Kane Williamson. Bowled some part-timer overs for him. 1 for 22 for Hall. Thought he bowled well. Bickerton bowled well as well. 2 for 29. Yeah, in response, 165 for 7. Just got pretty steep towards the end, and we just couldn't really launch into them. Burrows 4 for 33 was outstanding. Walker 1 for 19. Yeah, Max Turner getting his first 50 in the format, but it was a wee bit too slow in terms of scoring those runs. So, yeah, very disappointing way to finish the season, really. Like, we've got a pretty much we'll give... let's give Peterson another game. True Scott will get another run as well. Just got to give some guys that are probably not going to get much time in the one day in the Blanket Shield bit of a run. So just want to get some guys back into form for the One Day Cup. So that's our team for today, guys. You guys have seen it there. Lewis, Turner, Williamson, Taylor, Aswood, Snow, Fulcher, Hall, Peterson, True Scott and Bickerton. So Northern Districts will be looking to win. Can we spoil the party for them? So let's play at least some good cricket here. Lewis has had a good campaign with the bats. He's had a few decent 50s. Dearly loving to score big in this game. Like, we've got nothing to lose. Just want to play some good cricket. At worst, 20 over campaign, like from recent memory. Like, we've won a few titles of this. We're not going to defend our title, which is a wee bit gutting, but it's a good experience for some of the young guys anyway. Like, we're trying to build up our team for the next 4 to 5 years. We're going to keep most of them in this unit. Turner's gone for 16 off 12. Brings Kane Williamson to the crease. And Kane Williamson's on his bike immediately. Marcus Taylor will join Lewis. Love Marcus Taylor to get amongst the runs. Going to be a pretty testing one-day campaign. Obviously, we had all our internationals last time we were in the one-day cup, so just some more development for the guys. Obviously, Phillips and Allen will come back to the one-day team. Got a chance in the one-day cup too to try and push for our playoffs. Try to at least defend that title. Just shows you the fine margins of error. Like, we're slightly better last season, we got the results, and this season we've been slightly off and we haven't won. So Lewis... He get a gig in the One Day Cup as well. Like, he's batting splendidly at the moment. Cleared that. As mentioned in the previous episode, like, his West Indies experience has changed him. He's just starting to get confidence against the domestic bowlers here. And this will put him in good stead for the future as well. That's a beautiful shot. That's 4. It's 50 for Lewis. He's had a couple of scores in the 90s this campaign. Love to convert. So that T20 100. Don't get them too often. Marcus Taylor 10 off 11. 56 off 42 for Neil Lewis. Got 8 overs left. Want at least 10 and over from here. Oh, Taylor's going to ride his luck a little bit. Getting a dicey single. It's a good shot from Lewis. Playing across the turf. 4 runs. Good shots. Swept well. High and low. That's 4. 115 for 2. They really haven't got out of second gear, though, Otago. As Lewis... I had to pick the run rate up a little bit. good shots. Taylor, I think Taylor's going to be out. No, he's been dropped. So you'll pick up a couple runs there, Marcus Taylor. He's played a couple of delightful shots. Big over. 4 overs left. All-time record between Taylor and Lewis for this partnership. And that's a third score over 90 for the campaign for Lewis. Can he convert one of these to 100? He deserves to. Handy knock of 32 off 27 comes to an end. Marcus Taylor departs. And Lewis could be out in the 90s again. He's skied that. It's over the rope for 6. He's on 98. He's done it. At least we've got something to celebrate in this 20-over campaign. That's 103 for Lewis of 67 deliveries. He'll be out for 103. He's been run out sillily by Aswood. Snow gets one away for 4. 162 for 4 now. Trying to finish off strong here at Otago. Post something that'll put Northern Districts under some sort of pressure. 174 for 4. Aswood. They'll run it through. And that's settings. 175 for 4 with the 103 for Lewis of 67 deliveries. 15 fours, 3 sixes. What a campaign for the Otago man. He's had a good campaign. Look at this. Scores 95, 62, 68, 90, 32, and now that 100 will go on that chart. So, very happy for Neil Lewis. Gets that third test going. 165 all out. Pretty tight sort of match. Right. Eric Peterson getting into a bit of a rhythm. Getting him a few wickets. Picked because of his overseas experience to add to our bowling unit, and he hasn't quite delivered. I like the season. True Scott picks up another wicket in his development. 50 for 2 after 6. 126 at 9s. We'll bring in Terry Hall. Terry Hall had a pretty much a decent season with the ball. He's getting his average gradually down. 9 wickets at 20.89. Looking for him to sort of keep improving. It's going to be one of those cricket that's going to be a real late bloomer, I'd say. Jacob Bickerton, he's had a decent campaign with his leg spin. It's been quite tidy, actually. He's done a very good job. Fulcher, 86 for 3 now. Like the run rate's 10 and over now for Northern Districts, as that's going to get very steep very quickly if they're not careful. Will pick up a valuable wickets. 2 overs, 1 for 15 for him. We're going to get the spinners out now. 69 to 11.5. It's still a pretty substantial task for Northern Districts. So Jeet Fulcher, he's finishing off his campaign off pretty strongly. This is his best performance. Gets the wicket of Graham as well. 4 overs, 1 for 20 for Bickerton. 3 for 34 for Fulcher. 41 off 12. You'd think this would be our game. True Scott will pick up his second wickets. He'll pick up his third wickets. He'll pick up his fourth. That's a good over for True Scott. He's the wicket of Dearman as well. Picks up a fourfer. And 147 for 9, Northern Districts will finish on. So that will be the end of their campaign. Auckland will get through on their end. So, yeah, pretty tight campaign for a lot of sides. Canterbury have dominated the campaign. Central Districts are on 10. They're going to finish in the placings. That's incredible, to say the least. How is our next game away? The 26th of January. We've got 13 days in between. You guys will be back for when we take on Central Districts and the resumption of the One Day Cup. Right in between breaks, guys, pretty much a lot of player improvement. Like, don't talk about it too often, but Bickerton's improved his bowling techniques. Snow and Lewis improved batting techniques. Team for this game is Lewis is going to get an opportunity to open up with Max Turner. Kane Williamson will probably drop to 4. Phillips at 3. Williamson's been good at that position for us. Wee bit out of form, Kane, though. He got 6, 4, 27 and 0. Sort of a modest campaign for him, but he's just there to add the valuable experience that's needed there. I'm actually going to ask Finn just to get a wee bit of form in that back. So he's going to drop there. Cox will get an opportunity there. This will be our team, guys. Lewis, Turner, Phillips, Williamson, Cox, Snow, Fulcher, Hall, Peterson, Truscott, and Bickerton. Hopefully we can do a lot better in this campaign. So we've lost the toss and been asked to bowl first. So just got to get in good areas. Peterson getting another opportunity. Truscott. Good in a good area. Good work from Truscott. It's been expensive in the over. He's got the wicket of Mitchell for 11. 43 for 1 after 10. Now we'll bring in some spin very early on. Trust Bickerton and Fulcher just to do a good job of tidying, being tidy and also just trying to get through the overs really quickly. That's our tactic. That's our strength. $114 for 1. It's just very much Central Districts at the moment. They are well in front in this game. Gonna bring in Glenn Phillips. Use Glenn Phillips a lot these days for his very part-time-ish off spin, but he's required more often than not for us. 157 for 1. Wales 69 of 71, 6 fours, 2 sixes, 74 of 78 for Will Young. Their solid top order just always seem to apply a lot of pressure to us. Try a different sort of field. Fulcher picks up the wicket of Wales. That is excellent. 179 for 2 after 30. Just want to keep getting through some part-time overs and then bring our stronger bowlers back towards the end. Will Young's been impressive. 100 for Will Young off 98 deliveries. 13 fours. 197 for 3. Jacob Bickerton will have to come back in. This hasn't been his day, but just trying to get through some of these overs. Just so we've got our best bowlers bowling towards the end, but it is looking very ominous. We're going to be chasing something huge. That's the end of Will Young. Will Young, magnificent 100. 105 of 103 deliveries. 14 boundaries in that. Really impressive performance. 1 for 64 for Fulcher. Not his best work, but we'll bring Peterson into the attack. Peterson, very good up front. Jacob Bickerton, taking a bit of stick today. He's gone for 15. Going to pick up another wicket here. Just got to slow Central Districts down a little bit. Right, so we've got Truscott coming in. Very expensive over. Mitchell's really dug into him there. 22 of 13. 8 overs, 2 for 64. Not Truscott's best work. Here's 320 for Central Districts. Handy couple wickets there for Hall. That he'll be happy with that for the day. 336 for 8 of 50 overs. Williams was good as well. 82 of 61. Jim Williams only really started his career, but phenomenal numbers there. Wales over 50 as well. But Will Young, the story of the day for their batting. 105 off 103, 14 boundaries. As we really struggled. So, it's just not a good period for us at the moment. We're just sort of going through the motions. Wanting to get a little bit better with the ball, if we can. Edge. 19 without loss. Just looking for a solid start. Get the platform established and then start eating into this score. Shot down the ground from Lewis. A lot of pressure on these Otago batsmen. Max Turner's gone. He is a wee bit out of form. 4 off 16. Lewis finds the boundary again. So 36 for 1 now. 40 for 1. Going at just over 5s per over. Its run rate's just going to creep above 7. It's a good shot. Down the ground. This man's got a lot of potential all of a sudden. Across. 58 for 1. It's a maximum for Lewis. It's a 50 for Neil Lewis. We'll take that. That's good enough for us at the end of the day. Just playing it beautifully. Just down the ground again from Lewis. Perfect. Keeping the run rate ticking along for Otago, so they build to 76 for 1. Someone has to go on and get that big 100 though, like if we are going to challenge this score. Central Districts have had the wood on us in recent times, a couple wins in the 20 over campaign. Sort of derailed the campaign a little bit actually for us. So we just want a little bit of revenge from that. Decent over. That is 72 off 50 for Lewis, 12 off 13 for Phillips, 90 for 1 after 13. Oh, he's dropped. It's a key little drop. You can't drop men that are in form like this. It's Glenn Phillips gets one out of the screws. He's hit that all the way for 6. Of course, Kane Williamson coming in next. Jeffrey Cox, a lot of experience at 5. Just want to keep that scoreboard ticking over. That's good shots. That is 4 more. Rate is hovering above 7 at the moment for Otago. It's where they need to be. And this magnificent form from Lewis continues. 100 in the one-day game as well. So he's got back-to-back hundreds actually. He got the 100 in the previous game. And he's really trying to tee off here. Got to keep this effort going. Otago 157 for 1 after 21 overs. Just trying to get into a position where they can really launch. Phillips can just play his role. Just working the strike to the inform Lewis. It's a good shot. It's another big 6 from Lewis. He's tearing this apart. All-time record partnership between Lewis and Glenn Phillips against Central Districts. 122 off 94 deliveries for Lewis. He's faced a lot of the deliveries here, but he is making the most of it. So he hits his 6 maximum of the innings. It's a good shot. Regular boundaries coming off the bat. Here is he's just accelerating this Otago innings. It's a good shot again. That's a huge over, really. Just taking a lot of pressure off. 144 runs at 5.7. 137 of 98. 19 fours at 6 sixes. 44 of 39 for Phillips. Oh, he's kind of miscued that, but he's got another boundary. 200 for 1 after 26 overs. Glenn Phillips is gone for 46. Kane Williamson just be looking to play himself in. But we want to score around run a ball, actually, just to keep the innings accelerated. So a lot of runs to get for the remaining Otago batsmen. So they need men getting in, getting some runs. Lewis has faced 102 deliveries of this innings, and he's Still trying to hit it to all parts. Can he bring up his 150? He's played and missed it, that one. 149 he's on now. It's a couple quiet overs, though, as Central Districts look to peg this back. If we can go 5 or 6 and over for a while here now, just steady the ship. It's gone around the wicket, Graves. Doesn't bother Neil Lewis. So he brings up 150. Brilliant knock from such a young player. 150 off 109 deliveries. And the innings is not over yet. He's just smashing it to all parts. It's another boundary. 10 off the over. There's some huge overs in this. New all-time record. Highest innings, Neil Lewis. 160. Brilliant stuff. Career is... This is a magnificent 100 for a maiden 100 as well. He just is just finding the middle of the bat and hitting it to all parts. New all-time record for the Otago Volts in a one-day game. He's only 21. He has absolutely killed it today. And it's not over yet. The Central Districts side have just been slaughtered. He's just getting enough support from the other batsmen as well to keep the run rate taken over. 79 at 4.6 required now. He's just elegantly timed that away for 4. That is a play and a miss. One of the rare play and misses from Neil Lewis. Another 6. He's into the 190s. I'm glad we've got to see this on video. This is an incredible knock. Pure hitting in its finest. 26 fours, 9 sixes in his innings. It's crazy stuff. He's hit another boundary. He's just one stroke away from 200. Who would have thought this guy would have got 100 in the T20 and potentially a double in this game? And he's done it. Incredible Neil Lewis. Absolutely incredible. He's just dominating the strike and everything, but it doesn't matter. He's just hitting it sweetly. It's a wee bit of an edge there, but he's done the damage. This is one of the knocks of the career mode. New all-time a user record partnership there. Kane Williamson's just been a really pedestrian out there, and he's gone now. He's gone for 21. Jeffrey Cox will join Lewis at the other end. Lewis is getting a few on the edge now. He's probably a wee bit fatigued. Just trying to guide this team home, though. 210 off 146 deliveries. And here we go again. He's timed that away for 4. I think the innings is about to wrap up for Neil Lewis. What an innings. 214 off 151 deliveries. 34s, 9 sixes. Take a bow, Neil Lewis. Still not over yet this game, but we just need one solid score now, and it should be our game for the taking. 34 off the last 10. Been a lot of maximums in this Otago innings today. This game will go into the folklore as one of the best innings I've seen. Just for pure striking of the cricket ball. In this game, like, it's absolutely lost for words how much form he's been in of late. He's definitely played his way into the side. 329 for 4. Just doing a solid job just to finish this off. And that's a magnificent run chase for the Otago Volts. Highlighted by Neil Lewis. But the key thing is, Phillips 46 and 43 came. Williamson hung around a little bit. And they were able to do the job. But that is just crazy to think that score he's got there his first ever 100 at one day level was a double century. And he's probably not going to top that in his career. So a video to remember for Neil Lewis. He's put us right back in contention. We're in a very tight competition here again. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the T20 One Day Cup episode, guys. That was not planned. I wanted to be in the playoffs for the 20 over competition, but it's all good. You guys will be here probably for the Wellington and Central District games. They'll be really important games. So we're playing Central Districts probably for a 4th time on the episodes this season, but that's all cool. So join us for that, guys, and we'll see you again for another Cricket Captain episode.